Disclaimer! This project is just a concept, and I am weird. Howdy ho, my fellow audience, and welcome to another character entry video. Today is a good day for many reasons. 1, I didn't get arrested this week. And 2, I finally get to unveil everyone's favorite green dinosaur. I am talking, of course, about none other than Godzilla. Godzilla made his first appearance in 1954, and has since then starred in a multitude of different films. Hold on, I messed up. I think I may have used the wrong character design throughout the modeling process. So I guess this character's name is Yoshi, and he's supposed to be hip with the kids or something. And apparently he's also wanted by the IRS, but I'm not too caught up with today's youth. I'm just reading what's on this wiki page, which according to what it says, Yoshi made his first appearance in Super Mario World. Not too long after, became the center of his own spin-off series, beginning in Super Mario World 2. Both games were eventually re-released on the Game Boy Advance. Since my concept borrows a lot of material from handheld games, Yoshi stands as a perfect candidate for this concept. You know, Godzilla also had a game on the Game Boy Advance at some point, but I guess I can't work with that anymore. In the years leading up, the Yoshi series was also given a few other games, which featured the character of a more yellow-greenish skin tone. So I sought to use this scheme over his more dark greenish colors that were featured in the Smash games up until Brawl. I also tried to replicate his proportions from Yoshi Touch and Go, which would have been the most recent Yoshi game at the time. In some of the artwork for that game, I noticed that Yoshi has more elongated proportions, which aid in the shape of his silhouette. Due to the poly limit, I couldn't fully achieve this look. I would also imagine that his movements would bear a more humanoid pattern, rather than resembling that of the dinosaurs, like the one seen in Smash 4 and onwards. Yoshi's model sits right at my character poly limit for this project, being 624 tries. It was a super duper Elden Ring DLC level of difficulty to keep him under this limit, without sacrificing much detail. He would have separate meshes, one where his mouth is open, another one where his tongue is out, and one where he keeps them closed, in order to save on tries when we can. I made sure that no matter the situation, Yoshi's try count would never surpass the limit. So in reality, Yoshi's base model, without any gimmicks, sits at exactly 576 tries. His expressions would be expressed through textures and blend shapes. He would also bear two different meshes for his eggs, one that is high and another that is low poly. Let's talk about attributes. In this game, Yoshi would be a middleweight character, with a decent amount of speed and a very high air mobility. His combos can pose quite the challenge. Though I'm not a competitive player, I often hear that his moveset can be quite predictable, but the fact that he's placed as an above average tier character in Melee, which would have been the game that would have preceded this one, makes me feel compelled to think that most of his physical traits would remain the same. His special moves from Melee would remain the same as well, except for one small alteration that I felt would fit him nicely. In this game, Yoshi would have the ability to charge and shoot his eggs as part of his up special. Holding the buttons would allow this, while tapping them quickly would work as it did in the previous games, and provide him with a slight air boost. I thought that this would be a nice reminiscence to how his ability works in this game series. But with that, we conclude this entry on this hypothetical game's version of Yoshi. I guess that we'll just have to save the real Godzilla for another day. Even though we haven't reached a 10,000 subscriber milestone at the time of this video, I'd still like to take the time to thank everyone for helping me get this far. We are so close. I can feel it in my veins and I can feel it in my blood like a surge of electricity about to reach its core. It's so exhilarating. But once we hit that number, I'd like to do something special, and I'll announce it through my community feed. But seriously, thank you all. You're all so great. I'd also like to say that the next character that I plan to reveal will be the first original character in this concept, and I plan to get them out before the holidays. So look forward to that video and more. But until then, once again, you're all so great, and as usual, I'll see you all next time. Peace.